Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Asia. If you're new here, today's video is going to be a girl chit chat. So if you guys want to just catch up with me, life update, dating a 2023 roundup, how many times I cried last year, those types of vibes, just keep on watching. Happy New Year to all of you. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for just hanging in there with me for another year. I love you guys, and if you're new here, welcome to the family. You guys already know I'm sending nothing but good energy and good vibes to all of you guys. Listen, 2023, if you had the same type of year I did, babes, we've been waiting for this day. So without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Alright, listen, before we even get to talking, I was gonna do like a get ready with me. I was gonna either do that or have like a full face of makeup. And then I said, but wait, if my friends is laying in bed, chilling, relaxed, skin moisturized, lips looking nice, why I always gotta have makeup on? It's also late though, so I was like, I don't really want to put on a full face of makeup to just wash it off because I'm not going anywhere but to club bed after this. So you know what? We're just hanging out. This is just girl time. We are just gonna have a little FaceTime chit chat. So long time no see, friends. Haven't seen you guys since 2023. That was so corny. But no, seriously, I haven't done a sit down video in so long, so I'm so excited for today's video. Happy New Year. Like I said already in the intro, you guys already know, wasn't my best year, wasn't my worst year, but definitely wasn't my best year. And I know this year is going to be that girl for me, so I am ready. It's only the third day, and I feel like things are like finally looking up for me. So yeah, the first thing I just wanted to talk about before we dive into topics or anything is just like a little life update. Still single. I'm a mom, if you didn't know, and I'm still single. So nothing really has changed in my life, but yeah, I mean, I just have been focusing on me. I think like this year, my biggest goal is going to be just prioritize myself. Like I felt like when I did reflect on 2023 the other day, I realized that I put so many people before myself. And while that's okay, I don't think that's a bad thing. I just want to spend more time doing things for me this year. I also want to just get to know myself more. I mean, I do know myself, but I don't ever think that there's a cap of how much you can get to know yourself. But I really want to become comfortable like in my own space, in my own energy. I'm a very like dependent person, and it's weird because I'm an introvert. It's like I'm not crazy about being around people, but it's like I do get in the habit of being around people. So sometimes it's like I'm not going out to eat by myself, I'm not going to the movies by myself, but I want to start doing that type of stuff, like dating myself and just realizing that I can do things on my lonesome and not even have to be on FaceTime. So yeah, other big life update, if you guys watched the vlogs, you guys already saw I will be moving in the next couple weeks, month, really no timeline on it yet, kind of depends how I feel about it. But yeah, we will be moving, staying within the not general area. Like I'm not moving out of state or anything yet. I have talked about it before that is on my goal list, and it still is, but I want to buy like my dream home out of state. So now that is the next thing to tackle. But yeah, I'll be moving soon. Yeah, still single, like I said, still dating, having fun, not really stressing myself out too much when it comes to dating. I'm just living life. I'm just a girl, you know. But anyways, so I wanted to do like dating regrets of 2023 because I feel like funny thing about me is on social media, I don't go into the details of my relationships or who I'm dating, where the person I live with is dating until like the situation is over. So dating in 2023 for me was quite interesting. It was my first time really going into dating situations, and I feel like actually like dating, like adult dating. At one point I was on dating apps that didn't work out for me. Hinge was not it. I hear Raya is where it's at, so if anybody got a Raya referral, DM me. But dating of 2023 for me, what's a good word to sum it up? I really just think that like when I reflect on my dating in 2023, I learned a lot about myself, but also learned a lot about what I want. And I already knew what I wanted, but now I have like really narrowed it down, and not narrowed it down to the point where it's like if a man was to approach me and he did not like check off 2 things that I'd be like, absolutely not, like not that type of checklist, but just things that are like non-negotiables for me now. And I always had like a general idea of non-negotiables, but now I took the time to like actually write down a list. Like I have a list of what my partner needs to fulfill for me mentally, physically, emotionally, just like everything you could think of, because I had to write it down because I do get delulu with men. I am not ashamed to admit it, okay? If y'all are new here, I'm an Aries. I'm crazy. There's no other way to put it. I'm crazy. So when I meet a man, ooh, I'm in love in 2 hours. I want to live in your skin. I'm ready to just my man, the world. And in 2024, I want to be less delulu. So, and I'm not delusional like in a immature way. I mean, it's all immature in a sense, but like I'm more so delusional. Like I just see the good in people. So like when I like you, I mean, I feel like most women do this in general, but like when I like you, I just don't see anything. But then the crazy thing about it is I get the ick really easily. So like the second I get the ick, or like I'm just done with you, like everything you do pisses me off. Like I just be like, ew, how did I ever like you? Like how was I attracted to you? How was I tolerating you? How was I ever sharing space with you? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in 2024 I want to be better. But the reason I have been like just getting to know people casually is because like for like the last decade I was in relationships non-stop, like relationship after relationship. Like I never really took time to get to know me, to just focus on me, to heal. Especially like after my ex died, I was always in relationships, and I feel like I never even really processed that when I look back at that. So now, well, starting in 2023 till now, I'm just like, I don't want to make those same mistakes anymore. Like I just want to date, I just want to have fun. And I do go into my situations though saying like, if within 6 months, if nothing comes out of it, like the next step, then I'm done, and I do abide by that. But for the most part, I just have been being real, living my life. Like I'm 27, I'm still young. I mean, I got 2 kids, but I'm still young. My bones might say otherwise, but I'm still young. So I just have been enjoying life. But yeah, I don't really talk about my dating life too much. I always say like when I'm dating, if I'm going on a date, but most people probably thought it was always the same person. And sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't. It was kind of like a find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z vibes. But yeah, I just was dating, and I did have one exclusive relationship. We dated for, I want to say like 4.5, 5 months, and he was very aware of my 6-month rule, whereas if it doesn't go to the next step, it's over and done with. But we were very, very different people. Very appreciative that I met him. He's a great person. I have nothing but good things to say about him for the most part. But I had to think about that. But I'm still happy I met him, because I did learn a lot from him, and he also obviously contributed to who I am now, and not even just like character wise as a woman, but like who I am right now with like my faith and stuff. The only regret with that is that I felt like I wish I would have just been like more calm in a sense, and I didn't just act on my emotions. That's something I'm still working on in every department of my life though. Like I do have the tendency to just go, and then I'd be like, ooh, you didn't have to say all that, you know what I'm saying? Another like dating regret of 2023 for me was I felt like I put all my eggs in one basket for men, and we're not like dating. Like they're not my boyfriend, they're not my fiance, they're not my husband. I just put all, I don't know how to date multiple men at one time, and that's still something I'm like, if I'm talking to 2 men at one time and I like one man more, I just get annoyed when the other one calls me. Like that's just who I am. So I'm trying to work on that as well, because that's not fair to myself. But yeah, definitely I just don't know how to juggle multiple people, and I don't think that anyone should to a sense, but like when you're just casually getting to know someone, like FaceTime, phone calls, text messages, I don't think that you have to put all your eggs in one basket for one person. I'm really trying to think though. Now I'm just lounging in my crisscross applesauce chair from TikTok Shop. That wasn't an ad, by the way. But another dating regret, like I feel like, yeah, for the most part, it was just those. Because I honestly didn't do a lot of dating in 2023. I feel like 2023 for me was one of those years that I just was like, all right, like if a man pursues me, that's great, that's fine, I'll get to know him. If he like seemed like he was my type, but then the other half of the year I just was by myself. And I need to stop meeting men on Instagram though. Like, what's the vibes? Where do y'all meet men at? Like, do y'all actually go out? Because I feel like when I go out, men look at me, but I feel like it always looks like men are too intimidated to try to approach me. And I have asked men that I know, why is that the case? And the answers that I get back are that, are that men are in fact intimidated of me, like not even look wise, but like how I carry myself in person, and that I seem very unapproachable. But two, men say that the men that have talked to me on Instagram is that if you were to go to my Instagram, that I look like I am a kept woman, like I have a man. And I was like, well, how do I change that? Do I have to put in my bio that I'm single? Like, let me know, okay? Because at this point, what I'm supposed to do. So yeah, those are the two reasons people tell me like why I probably have a hard time dating. And again, Hinge just wasn't for me. So like I said, if you're gonna help your girl get on Raya, let me know. I'm kidding. You would think I've been drinking, but I haven't. I've been drinking water. So yeah, one of the things though that I feel like I'm leaving in 2023 is just not settling. Again, this comes into like play with me making that list of like what I'm looking for in my next partner, like my non-negotiables. And again, it's nothing like, matter of fact, I'm gonna even pull up the list for y'all. I'm going to my Good Notes app, because I do think it's something that everyone should take the time to do, just because I feel like it really makes you think. And then when I did it, I was like, oh wow, like I've dated people with a lot of these traits, but the ones that I feel are very important, some of them were not there in my partners. I'm not even gonna call them my partners, my acquaintances. And I feel like that's probably what went wrong. So yeah, I did this list, things I'm looking for in a partner, or like how I envision my future partner to be. And I basically said, like, my list is 2 pages long. Yours does not have to be, but a lot of mine are probably redundant, but it is what it is. I hand wrote them, so you guys know sometimes when you handwrite things, like things just start flowing. So like I have like a man that is self-aware of what triggers him and like where he falls short. So like I think that like a man definitely needs to be very emotionally aware of just him in general in order to date me, because I'm a very vocal person. I'm not a confrontational person, but like if there's an issue, let's talk about it. If I'm wrong, if I know what I did wrong, I will acknowledge it. And if I fall short in a situation, I am willing to talk to you about it. So I definitely feel like it's very important for my partner to have that. I need a man that understands love languages, his love language and my love language, because I want to be loved how I want to be loved, and I want to love you how you want to be loved. I'd rather there's like, you know, some people are every love language, and that's perfectly fine, but I don't want to date a man that's like, what I'm doing for him, he doesn't understand, you know, like the importance of it, or he just doesn't understand love languages at all, or he just doesn't reciprocate it, things like that. Oh my God, my throat hurts. So am I getting sick again? Hell no. And I'm not gonna read you all my whole list, but I'm just gonna skip around. My hair is like all in my face. If it's annoying you that I'm touching it, it's annoying me too. I need a partner who isn't afraid to be vulnerable and express their emotions. I am a lover girl. I will tell you how I feel about you every single day of the week. You do something nice for me, you take me on like a random date, oh, expect a nice text message about how much you mean to me. That's just how I am. I need someone who will go after their dreams and not get comfortable in life, because that's how I am. I cannot date a man that's just gonna be like stagnant. This is like number 1 for me, even though it's like the 11th thing on my list. But a man that keeps his word. Ooh, I can't. The quickest way to lose contact with me, for me to like not like you at all and like just flip like a switch, is if you don't keep your word. And for me, I feel like it's because as a man, all you have is your word, right? It goes for everybody, but it's specifically for a man. So when a man, especially if you say you're gonna do something that I didn't ask for, and I'm not saying materialistic things, if you just go, oh, you know what, babe, like I'm gonna do this, and it was unprovoked, I never brought it up, and you don't do it, blocked. Like, and that's just a value that I have learned over time. I just do not tolerate a man that does not keep his word. And I could probably call 10 people right now that will vouch me for that. I hold that to anybody, but men specifically, hell no. And I always read 2 more. I need a confident person. I'm a confident person. I have dated insecure people. Do not recommend. And I need someone that's going to lead me and guide me. I am an alpha woman majority of the time. I am so used to doing everything by myself and being a strong independent woman that I would love to meet a man that makes me bask in my femininity and just leads me and guides me in life and makes me want to be submissive for him as a woman. Like, I do think that woman should be woman, and take this how you want to, but I do think women like me who are single moms and provide and do all of this on their own, we basically every single day we are in our masculine energy, and I would like that not to be the case for me. So yeah, those are just a couple things that are on my list. So I definitely do think if you are single like me, or even if you're not single, take the time to write a list like this. And because it's not like, oh, a pros and cons list for a partner, it's just things that are important to you. Like, it's important for me to date someone that accepts me for me. You know, I dated someone and I loved him. Oh, I loved him so much, but he just, sometimes I felt like he didn't like me. I felt like he liked the idea that he had in his mind about me. And I felt like because I knew that, a lot of the times I did tiptoe to be that person for him. But the second that I wasn't is when we had our problems. So yeah, I did that recently. Are y'all standing on business? Let me know. Are y'all 10 toes down, or are y'all like 1 toe tiptoe? Like, I need to know, because what's the vibes this year? Set the tone with me, you know? But yeah, I feel like going into 2024, I think I'm gonna get engaged this year. Is this another delulu moment? I don't really know. But I definitely do think, because I've been single for so long and I have been putting in all this work, and even when I was putting in the work, that I do think my partner's coming. We'll see, you know? Quote me back in this video next year, same date. But I definitely do think all the work that I've been putting in and just being okay being by myself, I do think that the universe is going to give me, whether or not it's a long-term partner or a short-term partner, I do think a partner is going to come. And don't get me wrong, I've been presented with the opportunity to have partners. I'm so not interested in settling. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, I be in love. You say the wrong thing, you'll never hear from me again. And that's just me making my boundaries very clear. So I definitely feel like this year, God's gonna basically say, you know, like, you've been asking, but your timing wasn't my timing, and here you are. Now I feel like this is the right time. I just been keeping my faith. I mean, like, I'm not dying for a partner. Like, I'm not sad that I don't have a partner, but sometimes I do want to experience things with the partner. Like, I'm only getting older. I'm 20, about to be 28, and everybody around me is in long-term relationships. But you know, I do feel as though because of that time that I have been single and just enjoying people's company and sharing my energy and making a difference to people, that I do think that when my partner does come, that I'm just going to be so aware, and it's just gonna be that much more special. And I mean, we have a lifetime to go, so yeah, I don't know. I definitely do feel like this year is gonna be a good year for me, though. The last couple of years for me have been like trash, but they weren't my worst years, but they also just weren't my best years. And I definitely feel as though even when I was at my lowest the last couple years, I just rolled it out. Like, you guys know, like, I talk about it all the time, but like, I literally just was like, all right, like, if this is what it's supposed to be, this is what it's supposed to be. I never really like let it beat me up too bad. I just took it for what it is, and I got used to how it was. And that I would meet somebody, or I would stop working. Like, I kind of just was letting life, and I didn't really trip too much about it, which was kind of, I feel like, a big learning moment for me last year, was to not let things define me or to really get me too down, because I feel like that was just not rewarding within itself. So yeah, oh my god, my throat hurts so bad. Like, getting sick mid-video is insane, and I need to do my nails, so don't look at them. But you know, I feel like going hand in hand with like everything we talked about, like dating regrets, unrealistic expectations, realistic expectations, what else did we talk about? Not settling, stuff like that. Like, I feel like for me, And let me know, like, all of you that are single moms as well, whether it's 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4, 5, 6, whatever, or you don't have any kids. Like, I really want to know, do you think that like the dating pool is that different for all of us? Because obviously I have dated men that have kids and I have dated men that don't have kids, right? And there's never really a big difference. Like, I find that the men that I date that don't have kids are very easygoing about the fact that I have kids. Like, they're very understanding. They are very in tune with how I am. But I think that's something that comes like with maturity. But I do think that for me as a woman, one, I'm just more wary of the type of person someone may be because I have kids and I don't let people meet my kids. That obviously, like, I have this extra wall up that maybe a woman with no kids doesn't have up. But I think at the same time, if you're a woman with no kids and you do want to start a family one day, do you have that same wall up? Because you're now looking at someone like to be a potential father to your children. Whereas me, like, I have 2 kids, and if I was to never have any more kids, I'd be okay. But like, if I do have more kids, I'm fine with that too. I don't know, like, how do you guys think? Like, let me know down below. Like, let's really talk about this. What do you guys think is like the biggest difference in our dating if you have kids or you don't have kids, other than the fact that you have to take your kids into consideration? You know what I'm saying? Because do you think that men care? Because I was talking to a group of men about this at a party. Why were we at a party talking about this? I don't even know. But basically, I was telling them how I did go through a point in my life where I just was like, you know, like, I have 2 kids. Like, I'm never gonna meet somebody that's gonna take me serious. And they were like, no man is gonna care. And it was like, a man may care, but that means he's not the man for you. But they was like, a man that you want to be around you and your kids, he's not gonna care. Like, he's gonna love your kids. And I feel like sometimes hearing that from a man's mouth, it's just like, okay, wow. And it's like, obviously I know that's true, right? I have a stepdad. Like, my mom just got married. My little sister's dad was in my life for basically my whole life. Like, I know that's true. But I think sometimes it's like, even though you may see it happening, when it's you in those shoes where you're the single mom with the kids, you're like, maybe I am just going to be single forever. You know, like, maybe my idea of a perfect family is not me and a husband and kids. Maybe my idea of a perfect family is me and my kids. And I think that's kind of where I've been recently. Like, I've just accepted it, which again, I'm not looking for love and I'm not pressed for a relationship. But I'm just like, all right, if we're getting to know each other for a while and it goes good, that's perfectly fine. But if it doesn't, it's okay. Like, I have what I need. I really want to know what you guys think is the biggest difference between us as women, like, whether we have kids or don't have kids and we're dating. Like, aside from like our schedules being differently, like, do you think that like a woman with kids, like, maybe her standards are a little higher, or she's asking for more? Like, let me know, because I think that's one of those things that I feel like I can't even think about right now. So I'm interested to see what all of you guys have to say. So yeah, let me know about that. I don't know what God's plan is for me, because at the end of the day, if I was to pray for something and ask for something and it happened immediately, 1, I wouldn't learn from anything. 2, I wouldn't have to have any faith in anything. But 3, it's just like, I just would basically, I would be spoiled. I'd just be asking for everything because everything will be coming to me. But things come to me in due timing when I need them the most. So I don't know what's going to happen in the foreseeable future of my life. And I just, when it's real, I'm not stressing it. Kind of think that's the moral of this whole entire video. So yeah, let me know. Respond to all of these topics though down below. My throat is starting to hurt though. So we're gonna end this video here. I love you guys. Let me know. Let's really talk about it. Let's dish it out down below. I'm gonna be responding in the comments on my iPad. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys don't mind that I came on here with no makeup and my hair looking crazy. 7:56 on the dot that I started filming. And you know what I'm about to do? Change my shirt and go get back into bed and edit this video. Perfect. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys this Sunday for a weekly vlog. My hair looks crazy right here. Let's ignore it. But yeah, I will see you guys on Sunday. I love you guys. Bye, friends.